Yeah.
All right, everybody, want to welcome everybody out to Blue Cross Blue Shield Performance Stage. Excited? We're streaming worldwide right now because we got her live in the studio. Give it up for Leona Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
There she is. Let me get this out of
I
the way.
can't deny a
I need to
hug.
get one of those hugs.
No. So you can sit right there if you want.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Give it up for Leona Lewis, everybody.
Now, let's talk about it right off the bat because you had a difficult 24 hours. You were in, was it Cincinnati last night?
Yeah.
You were supposed to fly to Chicago last night.
Yep.
Why don't you break it down, the story? Because if you're watching on the stream right now, we had some crazy storms throughout the Chicagoland area last night. So break down your little story from yesterday.
So, yeah, we started off in Cincinnati. I had a show there the night before. I was supposed to fly out to Chicago. And they had these crazy storm siren things, which I'm totally not used to because I come from the UK and we don't have crazy weather like that. We just have
that's Chicago.
Rain. It's a bit grey, but you're not going to get like blown away like, in a tornado.
Right.
So there was these sirens. So I was a bit like, oh, that definitely doesn't sound like a good thing. We got to the airport and they just basically cancelled all the flights. We got on the flight. We were on the concourse for like hours, then we had to come back, get off the flight, and we ended up getting on a really, really late flight last night. We got on at like 2 a.m. to the hotel. So
But that everybody's nightmare when you land at O'Hare in Chicago, what did they forget to put on your plane to come to Chicago?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we heard you had some luggage
luggage?
problems. Luggage
Oh,
delays,
yeah. Of course.
I was like, all right, who's lying to us?
Wait.
Who made up this story? It's not even
I
true.
had no luggage, none of my bags showed up because we got on a flight so early and it was a different airline, so they couldn't get the bags on the same flight. So I had no bags. Like, I was just,
So basically,
like, okay, cool.
basically, y'all better appreciate that she's here because she went through hell and back to get to Chicago to be here with B96. So
And you're welcome because I went to Walgreens this morning and bought her toothbrush and a toothpaste and stuff like that. So you're welcome
I got
on that. You're welcome.
toothbrush and stuff from the hotel. Like, they were so sweet. Like,
you were staying at a very nice hotel that gave you the toothbrush.
they
and
gave me free
like,
ones. So
yeah, it's nice.
They hooked me up. So, yeah.
So what were you doing in Cincinnati? Are you for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game? Are you a fan of baseball? Do you even know what baseball is?
I do know what it is.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have it. It's not big in the UK.
Of course.
But here, of course, it's huge. And I performed at their gala. So, yeah, it was so cool. There was like, I think 5,000 people there and everyone having a good time. Like,
So like a gala is like a cool word for like a really awesome party.
It's an awesome party,
Fancy
right?
Like you got to dress up and
Yeah.
stuff too, right? Yeah.
exactly.
In the UK, they call them galas. Out here, they're called parties.
Ragers.
Yeah,
like,
ragers.
We're getting
Right.
wasted.
Exactly.
So I saw a stat that you actually are the biggest selling artist in the X Factor franchise history.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. I mean, explain how your life has changed from the fact of you won the I believe it was third season of X Factor years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
3, yeah.
I mean, so you were an aspiring singer, and I
Yeah.
mean now to be the biggest selling artist in that franchise history. I mean, like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. And it was almost 10 years ago that I did it, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it's just been a whirlwind. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And everybody always says when you go on one of those shows, whether it be X Factor, American Idol, you never touch like the Mariah Careys. You never touch the Whitney Houstons. I'll even throw in Celine Dion. Who did all three of those artists when she was on X Factor? Now she's just showing off. Were you scared, like nervous before you jump out on the stage? You know, because it's televised all over the world, like to do such gigantic artists?
Yeah, it was scary. But in my sets, like I would gig a lot before I went on the show, and I'd always cover like those kind of artists. So all of the songs that I actually sang at the show, I'd kind of done them before. So, but obviously it's scarier on that platform because there's like millions of people watching. So.
And Simon Cowell's chest hair is watching you, and you're like, oh.
There's a
what-
lot
oh.
of
they-
I don't
chest
wanna-
hair.
I don't
They
watch
say
that.
not to do those songs, but you have the chops for it. You have the vocals for it. So you definitely did those songs justice. And I got to tell you, on a personal tip, my favorite song of yours ever is Better in Time.
Oh, thank you.
I love that record. And I got to ask you, do you have a favorite song of yours?
Oh, I have different ones that I really enjoy performing. Like I had a song called Happy that I really love performing. A few different songs from my albums that weren't singles that really sound good, like live with the whole band and stuff. So it changes.
It
really.
changes. all
Yeah,
right. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Now let's talk about this for a second. This is going to be your 5th album coming out. Congratulations. Now, I read an article about you that said, I don't know if this was a while back, but you were maybe considering quitting
Oh.
doing music. I mean, I don't believe everything I read on the internet, but I was like listening to your music while I'm researching about you. I'm like, why would this girl quit music when she has such an amazing voice?
I think that was probably before, like on the road to kind of doing what I was doing. There were times when I'd kind of go back and forth, and I'd always do music, but I never knew if I would really make a living from doing music. So I always kind of had a part-time job, but then I'd be gigging at night in different clubs and pubs and stuff. So there's always that kind of back and forth as, is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Can I really like make a go of this? But
you could.
yeah.
You did that.
So I kind of
pretty good.
did. So yeah, that turned out good.
I always love asking artists that are from overseas, you know, growing up as a little girl in the UK.
Yeah, I grew up in London.
What did you think of Chicago? Was that just a part of America, or was it something that you always heard about?
The Chicago Bulls, because my
Yeah.
brother
Yes.
always used to have like the T-shirt,
the
even
Jordan,
though,
probably.
yeah, I don't even know if he knew really what that meant, but I always saw the logo.
Oh,
So
cool.
everybody
All
always
right.
had that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls? Very
Yeah, it
cool.
was
What
like
about
a
what about? Are we
fashion
known for any
thing.
Chicago pizza over there?
Oh, I haven't had the pizza here yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Well, guess who's gonna take you to
Oh,
lunch
yeah.
today?
Oh.
Lou Malnati's on us. The
Okay.
pizza, you'll probably think it's disgusting because America, we eat pizza a little differently. Like deep dish is like real thick and a bunch of cheese.
Okay,
You'll probably
yeah.
throw up, but it's really, really good. I promise you.
Okay, it's good, and then you throw up, right?
How cool is this? I also saw on your Twitter that a couple days ago, one of your songs was played on ESPN
Yeah.
during Serena Williams highlights of her kicking
Yeah.
ass in Wimbledon,
I
and
know,
she wins
it's so
everything,
sick.
whatever. So, did you get to see that, or was that just
I
someone
didn't-
told you about it?
Yeah, I didn't go to Wimbledon because I was here, but someone sent me a video of it being played over her kind of, like her face. Like, I was like, oh, yes, this is giving me energy right now. So
Now, do you still get goosebumps when you hear your music, either playing on the radio or TV? Is it still?
It's always so amazing and kind of weird to me when I hear my songs on the radio. I still can't quite believe it, but it's, yeah, that feeling never goes away.
Is there a moment in your career so far that has been like the pinnacle? I mean, obviously you won X Factor, but I also saw you perform with Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is there something that stands out that's like, this was the greatest moment of my life?
Definitely playing with Jimmy Page. I had a song on the Avatar soundtrack, which is huge
Yeah.
for me. And I got to meet Stevie Nicks last year as well, which was a huge deal for me. 'Cause
Yeah, explain that. I
she's
read
just
about that.
incredible.
That was kind of your ups and downs of your career, and then she kind of said something to you that...
Yeah, she was like just so supportive, and she after her, because they went on a world tour, so after her rehearsal, I got to meet her, and she grabbed me and she hugged me, and she was just giving me words of encouragement and just really giving me like a pep talk, which
It's awesome,
was
yeah.
amazing. Coming
Sometimes
from
we all
Stevie
need a
Nicks.
pep talk, you know?
So,
Sometimes we
yeah,
all need that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the new album.
Yeah.
It's called I Am. Do we
It
have a
is.
release date yet?
It'll be released in September.
September
Yeah.
11th, I think I read. Is that
Yeah,
the date? Okay, cool.
think so.
And here's the thing, though. The single in the States is called Thunder.
Yeah.
But why in the UK do you have a different single? Is the label just do that, or is that something that you prefer?
So we had a plan to release a single before in the UK and then a bit later here. So we didn't want it to be the same thing, but later we wanted it to be something different.
Oh, okay.
So we released a song called Fire Under My Feet in the UK, and now Thunder is going to come out.
And
over
that's what
here.
happened last night. Why you weren't able to
Yeah.
get to Chicago?
Exactly.
Right?
Thunder.
I was
See,
like, oh,
it's all working
typical.
out now. I
It's
get
just
it now.
like
I
all
get
coming
it.
around.
I see what you're
It's a
doing.
good omen. Is it weird for you to have different singles in different countries? I mean, because
I've had it before,
Right.
and it's weird. Kind of different places gravitate towards different things, so it's just cool because, especially nowadays, like you have so much variety and so many different places you can go with your music. So it's cool to give people different things.
Yeah.
Is this album a lot deeper than previous albums, you think?
It's definitely very personal, and it's very real, very raw, very emotional, and very empowered. So.
Now here's the question: do you have the accent, or do we have the accent right now?
I think
Like,
you
who sounds
clearly
weird up
have
on
the
stage?
accent.
We have the accent.
I don't know.
But I'm in your country.
I mean, we
so-
can talk like you if you
I'll
want.
tell you what, though. I mean,
Can you
like,
try,
you're-
please?
I mean, try.
You're-
I mastered it. I mastered it already. I don't know what I'm doing.
No. You're a beautiful girl with the accent. Something about an accent. That's really, really, really attractive. That accent is really.
Yeah,
It fits you.
thank
It
you.
fits you very.
Wait,
very well.
my accent
Not yours.
or Leona's
Leona
accent?
Lewis's accent.
So my
All right,
Are you
accent,
guys
nothing?
having a moment?
We are
I don't
having a
think so.
moment.
I don't think so.
And on that note, I think it's time for us to hear her sing Thunder. Will you do that for us?
Yes, I will.
All right, give
All
it
right.
up, everybody, for Leona Lewis
Thank
and the
you.
single.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the voice that we were just talking about. That's amazing. One more time, make some noise, please, for Leona Lewis.
I think
Wow.
last night we had the bad thunder in Chicago, and right now we got the good thunder in Chicago.
okay.
That was
And
amazing.
a surprise for all the ladies. Here comes Thunder Down Under.
No,
they're not.
She looked. You looked.
Oh, I would have really enjoyed that.
I don't even know. Oh, you would?
Yeah, I would have.
Anyway,
Awesome.
forget it.
Yeah.
So, really quick before we let you go, you wrote a letter to your fans.
Yes, I
Now,
did.
a lot of artists, I just want to compliment you because a lot of artists, you think you have a connection with them, you know what I mean? Until they get really personal. And I think that letter that you wrote, I think like just showed how real you are. Because a lot of people, when we look up to our artists, right, we think, oh, they're just, whatever, blah, 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 they do a thing. But like, you showed that you're real, just like everybody else when you wrote that letter. So props to you for really going out and writing that letter. That was really amazing that you did that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was important for me to, just be real. And I am just a normal girl, like just in an amazing kind of circumstance.
But you talk weird.
But to you guys, yeah. Yeah, it really connected with a lot of people, and I'm glad that it did.
You're just a normal girl with an amazing voice. So
thank you.
once again, give it up for Leona Lewis coming out here to hang out with B96's.
The new album coming out September
11th.
11th.
Thank you.
Make sure you grab it.